This is a wonderful season of rain, and you see such miracle growth in the garden, and sometimes you wonder, did I plant it or did it grow by itself? So here I have a couple of Alocasia pups that have just come up on its own, and some are there alongside with its parent plant. So I will just walk you through some of these plants and tell you about it. You all lovely gardeners know that propagation is the easiest method to get more plants for free. And when you see these small babies coming up in some pots by itself, it is like getting new plants for free, which you can harvest and plant separately. As you can see, the stems, they're very thin, so they won't be able to contain much water until the plants get bigger. So if you are planning to transplant them or harvest them and then put them separately, you should check on the moisture level and also on the amount of water that you are pouring into the pot. Being stems which are of thinner size, you have to see that you do not overwater and wait for a break of at least 2 days when you re-water them. And in the rainy season, when the moisture level is very high, you have to definitely check on the amount of water that you are pouring in these pots. Also, they being babies, you cannot afford to give them direct sunlight. You have to give them sunlight that would come through, filtered through other plants. So they are getting this 20% of sunlight which is filtered through other plants. And when you see these lovely babies coming up in the same pot as a parent plant, you can do two things. You can leave it as it is so that it can live on the nutrition provided by the parent plant, or you can propagate it to a separate pot. If you do that, the separated plant will immediately start to feed itself right away, no harm, provided you give it the right amount of soil mixture. Now when we are trying to transplant a baby plant, when it has grown to a considerable size, when its stem has grown a little thicker, you have to give it a very well draining soil, wherein you can use an equal proportion of garden soil and vermicompost and perlite. Alocasias by itself love to have a very moist soil. So having said that, if you can check only on that aspect of watering, you will get yourself a garden full of Alocasia plants to add to the amazing beauty. That is all, friends. Thank you so much for watching.